Namaste students. Let's learn a new lesson in history, ancient civilization of the world. In this lesson, we'll be learning about the civilizations of Egypt, civilization of Mesopotamia, civilization of China, their contribution to art, architecture and lifestyle. And in today's lesson, you will be learning about Egyptian civilization. Egyptian civilization Egyptian civilization originated on the bank of River Nile, and the ancient civilizations of the world like Indus, Mesopotamian, Chinese, and all these civilizations were originated on the major rivers because the rivers provided water for agriculture, water for the day-to-day needs of the people, and the soil on these banks of the river is very fertile. So major civilization of the world originated on the banks of river. Like that, Egyptian civilization is also originated on the bank of river Nile. This river Nile was like goddess for the Egyptians, so they called Egypt as the gift of river Nile. And when we talk about Egyptian civilization, we come to know about huge pyramids, sculptures, temples and inscriptions. Then what are the contributions of Egyptians? So Egypt or the people of Egypt, they knew about irrigation. And these people invented calendar. This calendar helped in measuring the time. And these Egyptians, they knew art of writing, and this writing was not like what we write alphabets of the letters of an alphabet, but this writing was different from the writing what we follow now. It was called symbolic language. Symbols they were using to write, and the name given to that type of writing is called hieroglyphics. So these were the contributions of Egyptians: irrigation, calendar and art of writing. Nile Valley. River Nile made Egypt a fertile land. How did River Nile make Egypt a fertile land? During the rainy season, the River Nile was flooded with rainwater, and this rainwater converted this Nile River Valley into a lake. And during summer season, the water would dry up. The fertile clayey soil which was brought by the river would be deposited on the land. The work done by 100 people was done by river Nile only. If the river Nile was not flowing there, it would become a desert. But this water was provided only to the town areas. What about the other areas which were next to this valley? The people of Egypt, through the help of canals and wells, provided water to the other areas. So how did they provide it? It was with the help of irrigation. So Egyptians are known for irrigation. That also complex system of irrigation was introduced to the world by the Egyptians. Lifestyle. There were priests in this civilization. What was the work given to these priests? The post of priest was created, and the priest had to interpret the nature. They had to explain it to the people, and whatever written documents were there, hieroglyphics, the priests had to protect it. Egyptians believed that the life doesn't end after death, it continued after death also. According to them, the god of death was Osiris. He was god of life and death. And they believed that all the human beings, they had to give account of their deeds on the earth to this god of death. Even Hindus, we believe that Lord Yama or God Yama is god of death, and whatever wrong things or wrong deeds we do on this earth, he will keep record of that. According to that, we will get punishment. So we can see the similarities here. So that was Osiris, and they had to give account of their deeds to this Lord or God Osiris. The whole river Nile valley was reserved for the dead. The dead body would be smeared with various chemicals, and they would wrap the dead body with thin cloth. They wanted to prevent it from decaying, so they smeared it with chemicals and they wrapped them with thin cloth. The entire body was preserved, and this was called mummy. And these mummies were kept in protected coffin. All around the body, the items which are needed for their next life, daily use things which are needed for their next life, were kept there. The things were like small dolls of a cook, a barber, would be kept next to the body in the coffin, and they would fulfill the future needs of the dead body or the person who had died. So this is how they would keep all the things which are needed for the next life for the person who had died. So this one shows that they believed in life after death. In the beginning, the Egyptians carved the rocks and made the graves. But when they moved towards the northern side, they constructed these graves with the help of huge blocks. And these structures, which were built by these huge blocks, they were called pyramids. So Egyptian pyramids are very, very popular. Many tourists today also, they visit these pyramids and they try to study about they try to study these mummies. The kings of Egypt, they were called pharaohs. Peasants, they had accepted the rule of Osiris, but later they accepted the rule of pharaohs as the king also. Egyptian rulers ruled Egypt for 20 centuries. But after 20 centuries, an Arabian shepherd tribe called Hyksos invaded Egypt and they started ruling Egypt. The Jews who came in search of shelter, they assisted this Hyksos tribe in collecting taxes and in administrating Egypt. But the people of Egypt, they were not at all happy with the rule of the Hyksos, because the Hyksos were the barbarian tribe and they looted the wealth of Egyptians. So one of the cities of Egypt, Thebes, which is to the south of Mediterranean Sea, the people of the city Thebes, they revolted against the Hyksos and they drove them out of Egypt. And for 1,000 years, Thebes ruled Egypt, but after 1,000 years, Egypt came under the rule of Assyria and his name is Sardanapalus. So what is this Assyria? Assyria is part of present day Iraq, and during that time, Iraq was called Mesopotamian civilization, or Iraq was part of Mesopotamian civilization, and this Assyria was part of Mesopotamian civilization, and a ruler called Sardanapalus. So he invaded Egypt and he started his rule in Egypt. So he was an Assyrian ruler. The rule of Sardanapalus of Assyria was ended by Cambyses, and this Cambyses was a Persian ruler and he occupied Egypt in the 6th century. And in 4th century, Alexander the Great, the Macedonian ruler, he occupied Persia and he established the dynasty of Ptolemies, and he established the city of Alexandria also. So this is how Ptolemy's rule started in Egypt. But the Roman rulers, they eyed on Egypt, and during the time the king or the pharaoh of Egypt was Cleopatra. All of you know about Cleopatra, who was famous for her beauty. So Cleopatra tried to save her kingdom, and many Roman rulers, they were impressed by her beauty. And it was told that Romans, they feared her beauty than her troops. So Julius Caesar, Mark Antony, they were influenced by her beauty. But Caesar's successor, his son-in-law, Augustus, he was not impressed by the beauty of Cleopatra. So the army of Cleopatra was defeated by Augustus in the battle. Augustus did not kill her, he spared her life, but Cleopatra consumed poison and she died, or she committed suicide. So Cleopatra was the last pharaoh of Egypt. And after the death of Cleopatra, Egypt became part of Rome. So this is how the pharaoh's rule ended in Egypt with the arrival of Romans.